With many sports being available to the public, sports may help with physical health as participation in regular physical activity can increase self-esteem, reduce stress, anxiety, and prevent mental health problems and improve the quality of life of those experiencing them. There's a, However, there's a very high chance that someone can be injured, but an average annual estimation of 8.6 million sports and recreation-related injury episodes was reported. My name is Isaiah Perez, and I'm going to talk about how football affects mental health. Football has many positive and negative effects associated with it. These effects are mainly affecting the cognitive areas of our bodies. Football negatively impacts the player as it can damage the player's mental health. In the article, how connected are football concussions and mental health issues? It states that about 22% of players who have received multiple concussions have experienced a doubt of depression compared to only 6 to 7% among those who with no concussions. Depression related to concussions tend to occur in older retired players as they reach their 50s and 60s. This ends up showing that throughout a player's career, they may suffer from concussions even further from their career, and they may eventually end up with depression. Football impacts mental health throughout a lifetime due to a competing demand of school and sports as colleges, students, athletes may have a reduced time for academic and career planning potentially that limits their succession transition and may cause overwhelming amounts of stress, which can increase academic pressures. The pressure from coaches to win and the commercialization of college athletes that has a profound impact on the health of student athletes. First-generation college students report increased rates of post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms, inferior life satisfaction, and superior rates of a single-event traumatic stress than continuing generation college students. This also shows that colleges may cause an increased amount of stress due to the longer seasons and pressure from everyone else. The article states, one traumatic reaction is required when injured students athletes restrict their intake because they feel that since they were injured, they don't deserve to eat. Such a reaction can trigger disorder eating. When the student athlete is already at risk for eating disorder, this traumatic reaction only heightens the likelihood of these unhealthy behaviors, which will worsen. When playing football, it can also improve mental health. It states the mental health benefits described by the player in our study supports previous research in this area. One recent review demonstrated that physical activity improved depressive symptoms with the results comparable to the use of pharmaceuticals. It also showed improvements in the cardio fitness and quality of life of those with major depressive disorder and schizophrenia. This explains how sports like football can help people from getting major diseases and even major depressive disorder. To summarize this, football negatively impacts the players as it can damage the players' mental health. With many students in college trying not to football, it may cause many stress-related problems like anxiety, depression, loss of sleep, poor academic performance, social performance, and decreased functioning in other activities. With football having all these negative effects, it can also have many positive effects that comes with it. Thank you. Any questions?
I do have two questions for you. First up, what information did you need that you weren't able to find?
There was some information that I tried to find, which was like the loss of sleep part. I only was able to find like that it had loss of sleep. I couldn't find any like graphical information that like players like lose sleep. I couldn't find anything like that.
Okay. And second question, Explain what your level of certainty is about your conclusion.
My conclusion, I'm kind of like in between, like I'm sort of certain that my conclusion is pretty well not really, because like I could have added more information than I had. That, yeah, I could add more information. That's why in my conclusion.